right, number 13. I'm sorry, 14. This chart shows some of Thomas Jefferson's accomplishments. If you look at the chart, you see accomplishments. It is broken up into 3 sections, and you always want to pay attention to your headings in a chart. So this section is about his early years. This section is about the government. This section is about the later years. And if you think back to when you read this, what's really cool is that we've got here the early years, right? We have all this stuff in between. So you want to look at your headings, look at what's going on. Well, president, that has to do with government. We have the later years. That has to do with this section, right? So we want to find something. Let's see. It says, which piece of information from the article could be added to the chart under the heading, we're using our titles, government. So you should be thinking, what is government? Okay, that's going to be the stuff he did as president or when he was in the General Assembly. They've already filled in, wrote Declaration of Independence, served in the General Assembly, 3rd president. All right, so we need to look and see what here could possibly do with government. All right, well, I know brought ice cream to the United States, which is really fascinating. Doesn't have anything to do with government. So I'm going to get rid of that. Lived in France for 4 years. Well, you can live in France. Let's look back and see where that is. Oh, yeah, I see France. After a few years in the General Assembly, Jefferson moved to France. So he wasn't in the General Assembly anymore. He lived in Paris for 4 years and befriended many famous people. He also learned about a new food, ice cream, da-da-da-da. So he's not in the government there. It's after he was in the General Assembly. Purchased Louisiana from France. Well, we know this from history class. He did that when he was president. So let's look under here. In 1800, Jefferson was elected as the 3rd president of the United States. 3 major events took place during his 8 years in office. So that is in working in the government. In 1803, he bought Louisiana from France. So that is a definite contender. He did that as president, working in the government. C, planned a school where people could learn. Well, we need to skim and find, when did he do that? Where was that? Was that something he did while he was working in the government? Let's see. Young man, very bright, Let's see. Planned a school. Sorry, my kids are arguing about golf hockey in the background. Hold on. Okay, sorry, they got it worked out. All right, so I am going to use my headings again and kind of look and see if I can figure out where they're going to talk about a school where people could learn. Early years, war with Britain, new laws, France, president. Oh, looky there. University of Virginia is a school. So let's see. He dreamed of a school where common people would be free to study what they wanted. This is after he left the White House. If you read through here, he is no longer involved in the government. So we can rule out C. The best answer is B because he did that while working for the government as president. All right. So in your correction sheet, STEM is which piece of information could be added under the heading government. Put what you chose, why you chose it, what was wrong with it. The answer is B, purchase Louisiana. He did that as president, working for the government. Strategy or tip, I would say the best tip there is just to use your headings and look back. Okay. That's it for number 14.